Robin.
Walk the straight and narrow track.
What is C-Rock doing? Eric,
Yeah.
why would you bring us back?
You said one break. Nobody told me anything different.
I was just walking in. I didn't even get to sit down. Why would you bring us back if no one's even in the studio? And now you're playing the Wire theme, and the guy's not even here, by the way. Did you see the Wire guy anywhere close to the studio?
No, I was told he was here. I mean,
Are we back on?
Yeah, but we got live reads and stuff. What happened to the live read? Can we do another break?
yeah, we could do one here. I'll switch the beds. Hang on.
Well,
Are we on the air right now?
live read.
We're on the air. Let's just do the live read.
How many live reads do I got left?
This is the last one.
Oh, it's the last one?
I mistook Roland's email. That's my fault because he said downstairs, meaning the publicist was waiting
Oh,
downstairs.
now he's here, though.
Oh, Michael's here.
So it almost worked,
I'm
E-Rock.
walking him in. Can please get
I'm
Michael
sorry,
Potts'
E-Rock.
seat?
I'm sorry, E-Rock. I'm sorry, E-Rock.
Will you
accept
still
my
do the live
apology?
read right now? Yeah, that's fine.
I
We can
can't
still
do it
live
now
right
because now the
Here.
guy's walking in.
Oh, he's here.
Now you're gonna
Yeah, he's right here. This is him right here.
E-Rock is as dumb as they come.
Michael Potts, it's a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
How are you? Pleasure.
We got to, me and Jimmy went and saw Book of Mormon, okay?
Cool.
And we absolutely loved it, so don't even be confused. We loved it like everyone is loving it.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, and I think Jimmy was doing the same thing. We're thinking to ourselves, how do we know this guy? And it's really bothering us. And then we discussed it on the air, and someone goes, he was in The Wire, which is pretty much our favorite show.
Oh wow, that's good to hear.
It was
It's still good to hear.
And,
Yeah,
and it's because you didn't have the glasses on.
Right.
and you
Yeah,
weren't
the
shooting
glasses,
anybody
the
at
bow
close
tie.
range.
Right.
In Book of Mormon, it was the name that got me. Like I looked in the playbill and I saw Michael Potts. Like, I know,
I know that name. See, I didn't.
It was drove me crazy, and
Yeah,
then
that's
finally.
pretty cool. I've been, most of my career has been sort of face familiar, name obscure. So it's
So, yeah, in this
so
case-
that's surprising that you recognize the name.
Well, you played it. It's odd that you played
Brother Mouzone.
Brother Mouzone, yes.
From The Wire. And we're like, and then it finally hit us, and whatever. But
One thing I would like to ask you about that, because we're obsessed with The Wire. Obsessed. We've had a lot of the guys on.
by the way, you're not going to be talking about the Book of Mormon here.
Yes. Yes, it's excellent. He has an amazingly good
Blah,
voice.
blah, Book of Mormon, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Wire. Let's
Wire.
go.
Okay.
The Wire. It's all like The Wire.
All right.
The Book of Mormon is just the musical version of The Wire.
Don't tell Trey and Matt.
It's
Bobby that. Yeah.
But you really are tremendous in that.
Thanks, yeah.
Which shows you what a varied performer. Brother Mouzone, how much of that character did they tell you, look, this is the way we would like it, or how much of that did you say, this is what I want to make this guy?
I'd say it's about, I guess 40 and 60. About 40% they have, all they do, they send you sides. And then in the sides is little stage directions about, Brother Mouzone, barely glances at, or he speaks very, very specifically, very clearly. And then you go from there. So they pretty much let me do him the way I saw him as I read him.
I thought you were it was one of the most interesting characters on the show. I kind of wish that they had him on more, or had you on more, because it's not at all like anybody else on the show.
Well, that's the reason I'm glad they didn't, because I know a lot of people would have thought, the character sort of jumped the shark because he was so different from everyone else in the show. He's something totally new and out of left field. And honestly, when I first did it, I never thought anybody would pay any attention to it. That the character was all that interesting because they had so many other people and just the regulars and their storylines. So I never thought Brother Mouzone would make much of a splash. So I'm surprised by it.
Oh my God, you stood out.
I think
You stood out in a good way.
One of the best scenes in the entire series was, I think, in the end of season 2, when Michael K. Williams, when Omar shoots you in the stomach. That dialogue between you guys is so amazing.
I didn't find that out till the day of the shoot.
That you were getting shot?
Originally, the script they had sent, I was just going to get sort of hit in the shoulder. And then I walked in and read the script for the day, and it said shot in the gut. And I went up to one of the producers. I said, "Oh, come on, guys. I'm done already. You're killing me now." And they were like, no. We need to have a reason for you to be gone for a little bit and come back. Because as they had written him, honestly, in the beginning, he was only supposed to be in one scene, one episode, period. And I guess they dug what I was doing a little bit, and so they decided to write more for him. So they needed a reason for him to have to come back the following season.
And I've heard it's very emotional when they kill off a character too. The whole cast gets really bummed out, and
Yeah, when
The Wire, you
yeah.
lost a lot of guys, obviously.
Right.
But when it was your turn, to go, around the set, there was a lot of emotions going on.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, the shooting of Stringer Bell that day was really, really tense. There was something in the script I don't think Idris was really happy about. He was not happy about the way he was going to go out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was something that Omar was supposed to do to him that Idris was not pleased with, and it was really, really tense.
Did he not do
for
it?
A little bit. No, he didn't do it. They took it out. They took out.
Was he
the
supposed to
thing
piss
there.
on him? Or?
Pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's so that I could get.
Yeah.
Wow, why wasn't he? That to me, Omar, because Omar hated him for having Brandon killed, and
Right.
which is what he blamed you for.
Right.
And we're talking like he's the real guy, like he's the character. But I didn't. Did he just not want to get shot, or did he just not want him to do?
Oh
that?
no, he was cool with getting shot. And of course, he was sad about not being on the show
Sure.
anymore. But he knew he had that run, and that was the right way for the character. He just didn't want to be pissed on. He didn't think that would be cool.
Wow.
That was the way for Stringer Bell to go out.
He didn't want the character to be. It's weird how certain thing, I guess, actors feel like the character will be tainted.
Right.
But I don't think that would have hurt the character at all. I think that just would have been a further kind of like more of a victory for Omar for avenging this guy being murdered.
Sure.
Idris didn't he wasn't feeling it,
But he got his
went
way.
to the producers and they took it out.
Yeah,
We were all cool about it. I mean, Michael K. Williams was so no big deal. Whatever.
When I watched that, believe me, I don't go, this would be better if he pissed on him. I never would think of that anyway. So
Still a
I think it
great
was
scene.
perfect
That
the
was
way
a funny,
it was done.
yeah. We had pigeons and everything. They were going, the pigeons were supposed to fly. That whole cool thing, and then they released the pigeons, and they kept running into the window. It was hysterical. They had 24 pigeons, and every time they released them, because they had the big window in the back, they tried to fly out, and they would just like smack
That is great.
into the window. And it was, so everybody cracked up. So that broke a lot of the tension too.
Well, you knew too that it was because the Wire fucking. I couldn't believe when they killed D'Angelo in season 2. I couldn't believe when they killed this one.
That's when you knew you were watching something. When they
See,
killed
nah,
him
yeah,
off. Second season, you're like, what? He's not supposed
David
to
Simon,
die.
yeah, he doesn't get sentimental about that. It's about the story,
Right.
Which is what's so cool. He was not sentimental about. He says we're glad that you like the characters, and sometimes they'll write longer scenes. But in terms of it's the story,
When it's time to go, it's time to go.
It's all about the story.
And the thing with when you and Omar showed up together, you just knew it was going to be a fucking problem for Stringer Bell. You just knew that being in that house, doing a real estate deal with these two, this is not going to end well. But they
It was
did
nice. It was nice. They did me right.
Do you get
Brought me
recognized a
away.
lot from that show? I mean,
I do. Still.
Do you wear the
which is
glasses
funny.
when you're out and about?
Hell
just so,
no.
just so people
No.
recognize
the
you?
bow tie.
people recognize me without the bow tie and the glasses. It's people recognize me with shades on. The other, I remember last week. I'm now friends with a brother from the Nation of Islam, Brother Cornelius.
Okay.
He stands out on the corner from the subway, pretty much with the Final Call, their official newspaper. And I was just walking by one morning with my shades on and shorts and heading to the subway. He goes, "Oh, brother Wire, Brother Mouzone." And so I'm, and I'm thinking, oh shit, now it's gonna, these guys are not gonna be happy.
It's going down.
These guys are not gonna be happy.
Loved it though, right?
He did. I didn't, and that's my ignorance because I didn't think they got to watch TV like that, or certainly not,
Right.
Network TV like that. And he's all, and so every time I see him, he's like, "Assalamu alaikum," and he's like, "Yo, brother, how you doing? Tell me about this brother."
Do you say alaikum salam, or do you just kind of wave and go, hey?
Now I go. One time I went alaikum salam because it kind of took me back. For, I was like, oh, yeah, that's the response to it.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, you represented, I thought, you played a character, and you represent him as a strong character, but a pretty honest guy, and, even though you
Yeah.
were in that line of work.
In the game, yeah.
Murdering people, yeah.
right.
Sure.
It was so great, though, the way that he shoots you, and you just won't go out groveling. You just won't. It's amazing how different I am from all of these characters. I just would have groveled.
Are you creeped out how much he knows about The Wire?
Really? Yeah.
The other guys that come in here, they're like, "Whoa, man, I like doing The Wire," but
Sometimes they get the scene orders wrong. I'm like, no, that's when you were doing this.
he's arguing like, "No, that was in season."
Whoa,
He goes,
okay.
Who'd you say to somebody? No,
I was
that was
wrong
season
with-
3.
I was
not
wrong
4.
with Michael K. Williams. I thought he did something in season 1, but he was right. It was season 2.
Right.
And
But he argued the point. No, you're
Jamie-
mistaken. I know you were in The Wire, but I'm telling you, I know.
Jamie Hector was wrong though. He thought something happened after a poker game. And I'm like, no, that's when you lost the money. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. So sometimes-
Well, yeah. Probably, yeah, you guys who are fans know more about it than
Michael, what do you
than we
do between The Wire and the Book of Mormon?
I just did a lot of guest star stuff and other. Well, not a lot. I mean, I did Law and Orders, and I did Bored to Death.
What did you? I was on one episode of that too. What did you? I was in last season.
I played the colonic hygienist. I played, I was the guy who gave Zach Galifianakis
A colonic?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
wow,
colonic.
that's great.
The character's name I think was Yusef.
Okay. What season was that?
That was the first season.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first season. And then I did a few episodes of Damages before they got moved off to direct television.
Wait, that's Glenn Close's show?
Glenn Close.
We had her in recently.
She was promoting that and a
Really
charity.
cool. Yeah.
What Damages is still on? But
It's still on, but they were they're no longer on FX. They were sold off to direct TV. So they're on their network now.
oh, I didn't know DirecTV had a network.
Yeah, they did. Remember Friday Night Lights? It left NBC, and DirecTV picked it up and ran it, and then it was able to come back to network TV.
Oh wow! So is that like I guess? Is that like the area in the airport where they send you to de-ice? Like, where you're not on the runway to take off, but you're not back at the gate either.
I guess that's it.
And then you get the call for Book of Mormon. Wow.
I know.
Did you know this thing was going to be a hit?
I knew it would be successful. I didn't know it was going to be the biggest thing of the season. Certainly, I didn't know it was going to blow up like that. But I did think it was going to be successful. I didn't even think I'd be in it. Honestly.
I'm sorry, Mike. When you read the, because I don't want to give away what his first song is, just because it tells too much. But let's just say,
That's a great song.
what is the name of the song?
Hasadiga Ibowai.
Okay, Hasidi. Now, is that what you had to sing in the audition?
Yeah. Yeah. It went, but it was called something else.
Right.
It was a different African phrase before then. So yeah, I had to sing that.
And when, as you're reading it, are you realizing like these lyrics are actually going?
Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. I was sitting out when they first gave it to me because they're really nervous about it. They were like, "We understand if maybe you want to read it a little bit. We understand it's not for everybody, and we can but if you'll just look at it." And I remember I took it out, and you could just hear me howling around the corner.
Oh, good.
It was like, you are not going to say this. You are not going to say this.
You have, I think.
We don't want to give it away.
No,
right?
no, because it's just it's
such a great moment in the show.
Yeah, I would say Michael has the first jaw-dropping moment of the show. The first jaw-dropping,
To say the least.
but it just works. I can't believe the stuff that you guys get away with in that show.
I don't believe we get away with that stuff. I really thought that.
And on Broadway.
And I thought there'd be, for a while I would leave through the lobby because I thought people would be out there ready to,
right.
beat
Take you
me to a
down.
pulp. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that there haven't been more protests.
The first,
Why I got a question maybe for Jimmy as well. Why do you think it's so accepting? Because it's pretty rough and edgy stuff at times, and it's on Broadway. And it's a hit musical, and people are accepting this material.
I think people accept certain social parody and religious parody from certain areas. Stand-ups more feel like they're hearing our real opinion, and they feel like they can confront us on that. South Park has almost been so accepted as parody.
Right.
You almost look like an asshole criticizing them.
Right.
And I think Matt and Trey being attached to this, there is always the argument, you know what you're in for. These guys did fucking South Park.
Right.
So I think that's a big reason.
Well, we're talking about,
and it's new.
Yeah,
it's not like anything else.
but we're talking about baby fucking.
Yeah, there's
which is
baby.
amazing. If you think about it, I'm sure just saying that right now, people went,
that has been the subject of that is broached. Yes,
and it works.
It works.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Come on, people have been telling dead baby jokes forever. So
They have.
it's
just not on Broadway in a musical form, just standing ovations.
Exactly. That's
But,
what I'm getting at.
But again, it's not a musical based on a movie. It's not based on somebody's songbook. It's totally original. And Broadway was starved for something new. It's not a revival.
Right.
When I knew I was seeing a good musical, first of all, it's over 2 hours, and I didn't mind. And I never looked down to see how many songs were left.
See,
I've been to musicals
great.
where you're
That's
like,
great.
3 songs in, you're like, how many more?
How many? I know.
I got 12
I know.
more
I know.
songs to sit through. I didn't do that once.
Good.
Not a once.
You really feel, and I don't like musicals. I don't.
That's what I'm getting at too. There,
I want to go as far as to say
this is going to help sell the show even more.
Thank you.
I'll go as far as to say I
well.
despise them.
Yeah.
And this is the best thing I've seen. Literally, for someone who hates musicals to go to something and love it. I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Because we had Josh Gad, but the first time I went and saw it, his understudy, I guess, was
Right.
his throat. So I went and saw it again later that week with him. And it is fucking. I can't stop talking about how great it was.
It's a great show.
It's
a great thing.
Brilliant and funny.
Smart.
Really smart. And
So fucking smart.
great satire. There's callbacks in it. It's brilliantly written. And I went and bought the soundtrack. You guys premiered at number 3. Lady Gaga must want to hang herself. Like she plummeted in the second week, and you guys pop up at number 3.
It's amazing.
Your first week.
Top 10. Yeah, number 3.
Are you a singer?
Yeah,
Oh, so you
but
are.
not
okay.
a. But I don't.
Well, yeah, you obviously got a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
song in the. But sometimes they train you to sing for some of these shows, right?
yeah,
No,
they
I'm
do.
serious.
They do. No, most of that. Well, all
But
the guys
you're-
who are leads are pretty much
You
trained
got a
singers.
singing
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
Yeah. So is your background in plays or in acting?
It's
or both.
It's
Musical
in
theater.
plays. It's not in musical theater. No, it was just I just happened to have a good voice. I grew up in a house full of singers.
Wait, this is your first.
No, it's not the first Broadway musical. This is
Okay.
the third Broadway musical. I've done maybe 3 or 4 other musicals off Broadway or regionally like that. But no, my training was pretty much classical conservatory training. It wasn't in musical.
And you have some really good. There's some great acting moments between you. I think her name is Nikki James.
Nikki M. James.
Nikki M. James.
Tony Award winning Nikki.
She did win, right?
She absolutely
Yeah, she
won.
did.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
She was great.
It won 9. It's like I've never raved about a musical. Do you know how much fun this is to rave about a musical? Because people always talk about musicals. I never want to see them.
It almost made me watch the Tonys. Almost. I knew the Tonys were on. I'm like,
come
I might
on,
have to
come
watch
on.
the Tonys this
We
year.
need the ratings. You got to watch. Everybody, you got to watch.
I almost watched.
It was a good broadcast this year.
We felt like we knew Josh Gad after he spent some time with us. I'm like, I think I might have to watch to see if he's going to win.
He's a great guy.
And he was great.
Hysterical.
And funny. But it's like when you're watching this, it's like so many things I've seen. You're going, this is so good. Please don't blow it. Please don't fuck it up. Like you just don't want it to get ruined by something cheesy.
Right.
And then it's over, and everybody stands, and you're like, oh, they didn't blow it.
Right.
They didn't. I mean, and a lot of that, they were writing to the last minute.
Really?
Very, very last minute.
So do you guys get standing ovations every show?
So far, knock on
So
wood.
far, yeah, I can't picture it.
Knock on wood.
We saw it, and Chevy Chase was in 2 rows in front of me, and he was to the right of Opie. And it was funny watching him react.
He was
After I didn't watch him during the show, but after,
he was all in.
like a child.
He was completely all in. He came back after
Yeah.
the show, and he hung out on stage with us
Oh,
for
really?
a good 15, 20 minutes. He couldn't stop going on about
He
it.
was the first to stand the
Yeah.
night we were there. He couldn't wait to get up and give you guys a standing
He was
ovation.
just jumping and clapping and like throwing his. It was
Oh.
like watching a child react to something they liked. It was great.
Yeah, it blows your mind, and you look out, and Jim Carrey was the same way. He lost his mind over it, and he started sending us orchids and candy and shit later. And then who else? People lose their mind. Quentin Tarantino was losing it the entire show, because normally I don't see people out in the house because I can't, but. Until about the end, but all of a sudden I kept seeing this head bobbing and this person just laughing, like in convulsions.
Does that play with your mind, though?
Tarantino.
Right.
It has to
Losing
play with
his
your mind.
Yeah.
When
it
all of a
does.
sudden you
well,
catch-
but that's why I don't look out. That's why I kind of try to
don't wanna
stay
know
in the
who's
scene.
out.
I don't want to know. But it happens by curtain call, you can see. And sometimes the word filters back and you go, what? Nancy Pelosi?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Harry Reid?
You've had some impressive. Josh Getz and one night Nicholson was there.
Yeah, he sent us like cake or something like
Oh, really?
that. He sent us something. No, he sent us a case of Veuve Clicquot, something like that.
What is that, liquor?
Yeah, champagne. He sent us champagne after. Yeah, Glenn Close, we spoke about her. She was there the other night, Mel Streep. Justin Timberlake, Cameron Diaz has been twice, Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher. It just goes on, and it's kind of insane.
It really is.
It's like all of Hollywood.
That's
Rachel
pretty
Weisz,
cool.
Daniel Craig.
Who made you the most nervous when you knew they were going to be there?
Oh, I didn't know ahead of time, so it really didn't bother me. I just worried that, Reverend Al Sharpton was going to comment. And get really, really pissed.
Sharpton? Are you kidding me?
I give you a talking to.
He kicked Mormonism in the balls because of the way they viewed black people. He would probably love it. And that's addressed, too. That's addressed in the play. It's like, wow, you forgot about that. 1978, it all kind of changed.
So I was waiting for the shoe to drop. It's like, okay, God, Sharpton is going to come. And he's really going to kick asses about this.
Sharpton would love it.
How long are you going to be in the musical, do you think?
Well, I'm contracted for the year. I mean, my contract ends in March, and then we'll see from there.
Who's the Mormon? The guy who might run for president, conservative. Who's going to run?
Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
I wondered, because there will be eventually a touring company, and
right.
how would Mormons react to it? Because it's harsh, but I mean, it's it's kind of. I think it's kind of giving a good beating to religion in general, and
right.
I wonder if how would it play in Salt Lake, if it would be well received.
I don't know. It may not. It may not. We've had some former Mormons. I think in the workshops I've done with it, even in this show, there've been former Mormons in it, and they're cool. Some of their brothers and sisters who are still Mormons weren't too pleased with it.
Right.
A little nervous about it. But a lot of older Mormons, a lot of older former Mormons love it. They've come 2 or 3 times to see it, and they dig it. They understand it. They're trying to be impartial about it,
right,
as much as they can. They say, well, okay, we understand this, and we see this, and we see this. And I think the Mormon religion, the establishment, is starting to embrace the show more because it's taken away that cult status.
Right.
We all think that they just marry and have babies and have 10 or 12 wives. So if anything, the show is bringing them mainstream.
And it makes
them less scary.
I'm sorry, Mike. It makes them seem like the hierarchy a little annoying, but it makes average Mormons seem like nice people.
Yeah,
it doesn't make them look like
people.
dickheads. It makes them look like nice guys who are a little naive about certain things, but meaning well.
You're right. And I think the Mormon establishment is picking that up. That's what they're getting from it.
Do you have a favorite moment in the play? Like if you had to, if you could be an audience member. I mean, there's so many amazing moments.
They're amazing moments, but I just find Man Up cracks me up. That's all.
Man Up is
That's
great.
the one that Josh does at the end of Act 1, the kind of mock, rock shit, and that just cracks me up when Josh starts singing that. What did Jesus do?
Right.
He crawled up on that cross and stuck it out.
Yeah, he took it on the chin.
Took it on the chin.
Me and Jimmy,
that's awesome.
We go back and forth with that. Turn it off.
We're obsessed.
We're doing it in our regular lives now to each other. Turn it off.
That one moment. Who's the guy who's fighting being gay in the play? What's his name?
That would be Eldon McKinley, played by Rory O'Malley.
Fucking hilarious,
isn't he?
Oh, that
with the whole turn it off.
Yeah. What did he say? You're getting gay thoughts like every day. Turn it off. He does this thing where he
find the box that's gay and
he's
crush
trying
it.
to
crush it. He's screaming.
He's trying to convince himself he's not gay. And we got to give this little thing away so people pick up on it. And then there's a scene where maybe people will have to pack and leave, and he comes through the stage with his pink luggage. Oh my God!
I know.
Great callback that I hope everyone picks up on.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people will pick it up.
They do. Okay,
oh, they do.
Right, because some of those subtle things, you wonder if everyone's picking up on it.
No. They get it.
Right,
the guy fighting being gay is also great. There's so many great. I got like a little watching Nikki M. James sing. You can't help but get like a little choked up. It's like, fuck, am I gonna cry during this? It's embarrassing. It's a comedy. She's great.
She's the heart of the show. She's the heart of the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. She involved with anybody?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I had I really did. I kind of liked it. I was like, watched her twice. I was like, she's very talented. She's in tremendous shape.
Really
There's no reason she would like me at all. But now I'm kind of happy.
You don't know.
You do.
You never know.
She's involved in but nothing lasts forever.
I like that.
Give her a call. Bring her in.
We should bring her some encouragement. Like, hey, look, things could fall apart as they do.
Yeah,
go back and tell her we're nice, and she should do our show.
I'm going to tell her that. I'm going to tell her she needs to do your show.
We would love to have some people
love to meet
We
him.
want more Book of Mormon guys.
We'd love to have her. Love to have. Oh, was Andrew his name is?
Andrew, yeah.
There's a couple other guys too. We'd love to have the guy who played the doctor, the guy who played Buttfuck Naked. But you know what? That's real. I mean, a lot of African warlords take these bizarre names that are considered profanity in other
the
places.
only thing that was different that these guys, I think, was there was a general butt naked.
Oh, really?
And so they put fucking in the middle of it, but there was...
Butt fucking naked, right.
But there was a general, I believe, called Butt Naked.
Yeah, they take. I don't know what the purpose of taking that name was. Maybe they knew what it translated to or whatever. But there was something that was very true about that.
Yeah, that was another last minute thing that came in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they dug up and found that. Of course, how could they not?
Yeah, you kind of have to.
How could they not use it?
It's just another thing that you can't believe is being said on a Broadway stage. That's it's like watching.
That's okay. The audience is sitting there want to know.
But dude, it's 70-year-old women are
in
laughing.
shock. That's what's amazing. Yeah, I mean, there are 70 and 80-year-old women in the second row who are just like want to make sure they catch everything.
Good.
Who are having
Cosby
the best time.
Translates to everybody's side. Guys that are clean. Robin Williams, you see 30-year-olds and 60-year-olds.
Right.
But nothing that has the content of this I've ever seen get laughs from everybody, and it's universal.
Little kids, to watch their faces sometimes.
Yeah, hearing the words.
The jaw drop.
Do they warn people when they're coming in?
Yeah. They let them know.
Some
And we
warnings.
tell them, warn, you have to know. You have to know. Warn your kids. They don't suggest it for kids, but some people.
I was walking
bring
by
the kids.
the theater the other night, and that line, there's a line every night, people hoping to get in. Because
Cancellations.
this thing is sold out through, I don't even know.
September or something?
Almost the rest of the year at this point.
Yeah.
So they wait online hoping someone doesn't show up and they could get in.
And you can get tickets or you could try to get tickets at Book of Mormon Broadway.com. It's one word, Book of Mormon Broadway.com. And it's the only thing I can think of that I've seen that I heard so much hype about that was actually better than I thought it would be. Like, I was worried it would let me down, and it was better than people had said it was.
Oh, man.
And I can't recommend it high enough. It's fucking... Colin saw it before I did. He goes, it's fucking brilliant. And it really is. It's just...
Yeah.
I've not heard one bad word about it from anybody.
I know you want to see the original guys, but they should just get another cast and, I don't know, knock on the door of Sister Act and say, hey, we're taking over your theater for Book of Mormon 2 or something.
Well, on the road,
Imagine having 2 shows.
Well, yeah, it'll be
probably
on
could.
eventually. So
Eventually.
you'll have another cast, and hopefully they'll open up companies in other places.
And that's what they do, right?
Well, it's funny you should mention that because the night you went and Josh wasn't there, tell him the story of the old woman. It's pretty funny.
Jason, the guy's name is the guy who's under Josh. He's
Jared.
The understudy.
Jared.
Yeah, Jared
Okay.
Gertner.
He they announced, and I didn't know what Josh Gad was. So they say the name of tonight. The part of Elder Cunningham we played by, and this woman next to, I was next to a 60-year-old woman and her 30-year-old daughter, and she goes, this blows. This blows. She was fucking miserable. I couldn't believe she was saying, this blows. And I'm like, well, I'm sure he'll be fine. She's like, this blows. I was so happy she was disappointed. But she loved the play. She loved it.
Because he did a great job as the understudy, Jimmy told
But I said,
told
this
me,
guy's
right?
great. Like, I remember as the break came, the intermission came, I'm like, this is great. The guy's really good. And she goes, yeah, but but it blows. Because you want to see the guy nominated for the Tony. Oh, it's got her big trip into New York, spoiled by the news. But she loved it. Blows. Oh, she was fucking...
Okay,
She was
She
hot
spent a
under
lot
the
of money.
collar.
No, she spent a lot of money.
But you know what?
She
She'll be
wanted to
back.
see
She'll be
Josh.
back to see Josh's version.
She will, and she loved it. It wasn't like she didn't laugh or enjoy it.
Right.
She gave into the fact that it wasn't going to be the guy. Like
Right.
the what was written in the play just won her over, and she
Did the
couldn't.
rest of the theater hear her yell it?
I don't know if they did because the music started.
Yeah.
She was really angry though. It was so funny. I've never heard this blows from anybody over 40.
Classic.
So I guess are we done, right? The show is we done for the day?
Yeah, we'll figure it out after the break, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because we're supposed to leave at 9 o'clock today, but we
Yeah, but we didn't want to
wow.
leave.
No, we
Thank
wanted
you.
you.
With
No,
Michael
no, no.
Potts going in today.
Thank you. Thank
he plays.
you.
What is the name of your character?
Mafala Hatimbi.
Okay, there's no way I was going to pull that out.
No way.
Mafala Hatimbi.
And he's one of the leads in Book of Mormon and has a tremendous role.
He's great.
For anyone that's Wire fans like we are, he was Brother Mouzone, but go see him in this Book of Mormon Broadway.com. You've been hearing us talk about
He's here
it.
just for us because they can't get tickets, Jimmy.
I know.
We brought him
They
in.
can try.
We brought him in just for us.
I think some tickets opened up in like August of 2012 or something. I heard a friend of mine emailed, said, a block of tickets.
But you know what? You might as well get on the list because people do
gotta.
get in that aren't supposed to get in. And for everyone that doesn't get in, there's 10 people that bought tickets and don't show up, or hopefully stalled out in the Lincoln Tunnel.
E-Rock wants me to play track 4. I don't think we should.
What is track 4?
It's the big song. I don't think we should
No,
do
you
that.
can't, E-Rock. Even though it's great, you don't want to.
We don't do spoilers.
Nah, you don't want. You
We
just
used
want
to
people.
spoil the crap out of stuff for people.
Okay, don't do it.
No, you don't
We don't
want
do
to.
that anymore, though,
Yeah,
Michael.
no.
We turned over. We turned over a new leaf.
Just go
Yeah,
see it.
good. They don't want. Yeah, they wouldn't want you to spoil.
Enjoy it.
Don't worry, we're not gonna do it.
Go see it and enjoy it. We would love to play Michael's song, but it's you should just go see it and believe
you need
me.
to have the experience.
Yeah,
Exactly,
You need to
Michael.
be surprised by
It took me off guard, so you wanted to take everybody else off
Yeah,
guard.
it's a pleasure. Michael Potts.
My pleasure.
everyone,
Thank you.
From the
Thank
Book of
you.
Mormon. You want to promote anything else? Any side stuff? You're all good?
No, I'm all good.
He's
I'm
all
all
good.
good. I think they'd really be pissed at me if I tried.
Okay.
Well, you're tremendous, man. You're a really great actor and great singer, and I loved what you did.
Thank you.
Michael
Appreciate
Potts,
it.
everyone.
I hear the music. It gets into you. I hear the music. Millions of watts. All of this low-level sound, well, it gets into you. And so I said, well, you know what? I hear the music. Bring back the music. All of this music. Well, you know what? I hear the music. And so I said to him, I said, bring back the music. And he said, excuse me. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. Don't put fucking words in my fucking mouth. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. And so I said to him, I said, wait a minute. I hear the music. Wait a minute. I hear millions of watts. And so I said to him, I said, you all talk a big thing. You only talk it. You don't walk it. And he said, excuse me. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. Don't put fucking words in my fucking mouth. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. Don't put fucking words in my mouth. Millions of watts going up into the ionosphere. You hear it through the front of your skull. I hear millions of watts. You hear it through the front of your skull.
Antonio!
Amy.